What's up, guys? This is the much anticipated top 10 of week 11, and we have a lot to talk about, so I better get started because all kinds of changes this week, all kinds of excitement. Wow, what a special couple of days we've had in college basketball. Awesome. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. By the way, everybody changed this week. Everybody. Anyway, so here we go. My honorable mention, North Carolina State and Gonzaga. Okay, so starting at number 10, 15-1. They were 1-1 this week. They lost at Oregon 70-66. They won at Oregon State 80-70. They dropped 3 places in my poll, and actually they won a dogfight with Gonzaga, and I did have Gonzaga at number 10 right before this, but I had to change it. I put Arizona instead of Gonzaga. Okay, so at number 9, 13-3. This might be a shock to some of you. 2-0 this week. They beat Purdue at Purdue 74-64. They beat Michigan yesterday 56-53. They're new this week. They've been in my top 10 before, but they're new this week. Ohio State Buckeyes. I think they're good, even though they've lost 3 games. They're good, trust me. It's crazy not having them in the top 10. So, at number 8, 15-2, Minnesota, 1-1 this week. They beat Illinois at Illinois 84-67, and they lost at Indiana 88-81. They dropped 2 spots. Minnesota's still good. They just about pulled it out in Bloomington. That's for all the naysayers saying they shouldn't be that high. That's what I have to say to you. I mean, they got off that terrible start against IU, and in the first half, and it didn't shake them that much because they about came back and beat us. So there you go. Number 7 at 16-1, 2-0 this week. They go up 2 places in my poll. It is the Syracuse Orangemen. They beat Providence at Providence 72-66. They hosted Villanova and beat them 72-61. So that ain't. Syracuse, I don't know. I'm not a huge believer of Syracuse. But anyway, if you don't believe me, just look at the tournament. The last 2 years. Syracuse has finished, they've been in the top 3 or 4 in the poll the last 2 years all season long, and they can't even make it to the Sweet 16. So there you go. Number 6 at 16-1, 1-1 this week. They dropped 4 spots. It's Michigan Wolverines. Finally, I could say they've been tested, and finally, I could put them closer to where I think they are, and that's 6. They beat Nebraska 62-47, and they lost at Ohio State 56-53. Number 5, this is a shocker. I guarantee you people are going to roll their eyes and flip out on this one, but I don't care. I mean, this team is good, and that is the 12-2 Florida Gators. They move up more than anybody in my poll this week. They move up 5 spots. They beat Georgia 77-44, and they beat LSU at LSU 74-52. If you don't think they're that good, let me tell you, they've got the third best defense giving up points per game at 52 points per game. Third best in the country. It's Patino ball, good, solid, full court press and trap, and defense wins championships. I don't care what anybody says. And Florida is the most underrated team in the country, flat out. They are a good team. They are not that bad. So that's Florida. Oh, that's just another thing. Fourth in the country. Points in the paint. 26.3 points per game. So they're shutting down the dribble penetration. They're still shutting down teams that's trying to attack the basket against them. That's another good thing, because when a team attacks the basket, that's a high percentage shot. And so any team that can stop penetration consistently, like Florida, then see, Florida is number 5. I know people's going to flip out when they hear this probable, but I don't care. Florida, number 5 in the country. Number 4 at 14-1. They go up one spot at the Kansas Jayhawks. They were 2-0 this week. They beat Iowa State 97-89. They beat Texas Tech at Texas Tech 60-46. I think they still need to tweak some things. Bill Self still has some work to do with that team, and I kind of feel like I'm just a little overrated, but man, I don't know. Then at number 3, 15-1, 1-1. This week they dropped 2 spots by poll, the Duke Blue Devils, and they beat Clemson 68-40 this week, and they lost, as all of you know, to North Carolina State at North Carolina State 84-76. The thing is, they were missing a player, and he's out indefinitely. I can't even think of his name. I'm so excited. But so I don't know. I mean, I think they deserve to be 3 right now. You know, what can you say? Duke's going to be in the top 3, top 4 all year. Right? They're just solid. Then the top 2 spots I had, I thought I'd have issues. I looked really deep into it, and I'm at peace with my top 2. So, number 2 at 15-1, 2-0 this week. They move up 2 spots. They beat Penn State at Penn State 74-51. They beat Minnesota at home 88-81. It's the Indiana Hoosiers. Yes, you heard me. Well, number 2. You know, I'd love to put them number 1. And I'm just not biased. I just don't think they'll playing number 1. I think they could, if they start playing up to their potential, easily be number 1 team in the country if they wanted to. But until they play up to their potential, you just can't. I think they have a lot of improvement to do on defense and stuff. They do give up. They're 54th in points per game given up. 60.4 points per game is what they give up. And that's 54. Defense wins championships, not offense. Of course, Indiana's leading the country in points per game and victory margin, number 1. The offense doesn't win championships. It doesn't. And defense does, and hopefully Indiana can get it to their head that if they want to win a national championship, it starts with the defense. They are playing good defense, don't get me wrong. They're like 3rd in field goal percentage, opponents' field goal percentage. but they need to improve. And number one, at 15-1, they 2-0 this week. They move up 2 spots. That's the Louisville Cardinals. They beat Seton Hall at Seton Hall 73-58, and they hosted South Florida and beat them 64-38. Now, listen to them point totals. They've given up 58 points and 38 points. The reason why Indiana is not number one is because Louisville's doing what Indiana should be doing on defense. It's that simple. I'm not biased. Everybody knows I love IU. I absolutely love Indiana, but I'm not biased. You just have to go to Louisville right now. You just have to. They're hands down. Well, they're not hands down, but they are the best team in the country right now. If Indiana started taking notes on Louisville and how they're doing, they'd be number one. Defensively, that's defense wins championships. Pitino is a genius. Bob Knight influences my overall philosophy, coaching philosophy, my overall strategy. I'm more Pitino guy. And let me tell you, Pitino, that's what I'm saying. You can't beat Pitino ball. Anyway, if you don't think Louisville should be number one, Louisville is like 5th or something in defense points per game, 56.3 points per game. That's what they give up. I'll probably talk more about the statistics later, maybe tomorrow. Louisville is just solid defensively. That's why I have Florida up. Florida, see, Billy Donovan, a disciple of Rick Pitino, right? Who? Rick Pitino? So there you go. And Louisville, that's what I'm saying. Defense wins championships, and that's it. Hopefully, I'll talk real quick, really fast about the game tomorrow. Indiana hosts Wisconsin. I'm concerned. Wisconsin is full in points per game given up, 54.7. Look for Wisconsin to slow down the game, the tempo of the game, big time. Wisconsin's going to be tough, believe it or not. They're fourth in giving up points in the paint, 24.2 points per game. They're good. They're good giving up 3-pointers too, holding their opponents to 12.2 points per game from 3-point land, which is unbelievable. And I think they're on the top 4 on that too. So Wisconsin, look for them to slow down the tempo, look for them to play solid physical defense. Indiana, better be ready. That's all there is to it, Indiana, you better be ready. Even though we just won a big game at Minnesota, be ready. Anyway, that's my Week 10. No, not my Week 10. That's my top 10 for Week 11. Tomorrow, who knows what I'll talk about. I'm really getting into the statistics now, finally, because now the statistics ain't as skewed as they were in non-conference ball, so I'm getting excited. Until then, subscribe to my channel, like my video, comment below. Go, IE. Peace.
Your daddy, yeah, your school's coming up short.